Hey, it's me. Let me get my big ass over here. There we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to RATChat, the show where I and sometimes we talk to you about updates and more. Oh my god, the movement on this model is kind of crazy. Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a good week. Hope your weekend plans are exciting and or relaxing. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of relaxing this week. A whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of napping, just laying in bed. It was a big bed rotting week for me. But today I gotta get some stuff done. Obviously I'm doing this, doing RATChat, very excited. And I gotta move some boxes around and go back over to the house and pack up some more stuff because we still have some stuff at the old house. Anyway, I can get more into that, but now I should go ahead and do the normal updates, the channel updates, which once again we've got another all Isaac week. I am becoming a Binding of Isaac channel, essentially. I'm not going to actually exclusively be Isaac, but you know, when it's fun and I have fun with it and it works and it's easy and it all aligns up, and you know, yeah, and some of the Isaac videos are getting pretty good views. Anyway, we're up to part 80 on Isaac. Kind of crazy, getting close to that 100 episode mark. It's just around the corner. And if I keep uploading almost exclusively Isaac, then it'll happen in like 3 weeks. Anyway, that's this last week. Next week, honestly, I have no idea. I am going to properly set up my computer and my desk where it's supposed to be in my room, because I still have it at the foot of my bed right now. So once I properly set that up, I can I want to lock in and start recording and playing and recording some other games, not just Isaac. I don't know exactly what yet. I do want to hop into a PS2 game. And honestly, I'm kind of getting the itch to play this game, to play Monster Hunter. If you can't tell, I am in the world of Monster Hunter World. And I am the avatar that I'm using is Dodogama, which is one of my favorite monsters. Probably my favorite. Honestly, Dodogama might be my favorite world monster. Well, oh, I'm so sorry, that was a horrible cough. I had no time to mute that. At least I faced away from the mic. Tigrex is in world, so I feel, and Tigrex is my favorite monster, so it's definitely Tigrex. But Dodogama was definitely, I'm pretty sure, original to world. So definitely my favorite original monster from world. Anjanath is really cool too, but I love this stupid fat rock eating lizard thing, which this model is actually crazy. There's a lot of Monster Hunter models in VR chat, and a lot of them have like animations, but I'm gonna go and show you some real quick. I got this nice little bite. Some of these don't work, I think. I can do that. A little intimidating scream. Whatever the hell that is. I don't know how loud these are gonna be for y'all. I'm looking at the levels and you should be able to hear it. This world that I'm in, it doesn't have any ambience or music, so I put on my own, which I feel like I need to maybe turn the music up a little bit. I don't want it to be too much louder than the ambience though, because I have two videos going. I have Ancient Forest ambience, which we're in the ancient forest right now. And then I have this video called Monster Hunter World Relaxing Ambient Music, which is the first song, which I don't even know if it might have been too quiet for y'all to hear, but it was the Celiana theme, which is a really nice theme. The Monster Hunter music is so good. I love Monster Hunter so damn much. Yeah, here, let me real quick. This avatar is called MHW Dodogama by Arc, the one and only. The number one and only. Very cool. I think, when does it say the year? Oh yeah. Uploaded April 24th, 2025. Can I see on here? I can see when you go to someone's profile, you can see the worlds that they've uploaded, but you can't see what avatars they've uploaded. But if you go to the avatar search world, you can search by author. In the world that I'm in, let me look real quick. It is called MHW Ancient Forest, and it does say heavy work in progress. And this was last updated November 10th of last year. So they've definitely stopped updating it. But it seems pretty, from the little bit that I've walked around, it seems pretty good. Some of the lighting's a little off, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, like I was saying, I do really want to play Monster Hunter, and I have talked before about doing a Monster Hunter World playthrough on the channel. It's been a little bit, I don't know. I'm trying to remember the last time I played Monster Hunter World, like, you know, played like from the beginning, the whole story and stuff. And honestly, it wasn't that too long ago, because I think I played, oh yeah, okay, it was before Wilds came out. I was like, this game's coming out in like 2 months. I want to play it so fucking bad. I can't wait. So I bought Monster Hunter World on PC, because before that I'd only played it on PS4, and that's where I put like 1,000 hours into the game. So I bought it on PC and I started a playthrough. I think I want to say I rolled the credits. Like I got to the Xenojiba fight, and I started doing the Iceborne content. But I think it was like a few hours into the Iceborne content by the time Wilds came out. And then when Wilds came out, I dropped World and just pumped, 400 hours or however many hours I have into Wilds. Which I do want to play some more Wilds again. And obviously I'm going to, the expansion is coming out, I think later this year, right? I don't think it's next year. I think it's later this year. I could be mistaken though. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe maybe I'll install World again and record a playthrough of the campaign. And the main campaign, the base game, and then Iceborne and all that, and all the expansion monsters, or the the DLC free content monsters, whatever. We'll see. I definitely think I'm going to do that, probably very likely this year before the Wilds expansion comes out. So I don't know if I'll actually start it next week, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll set up my computer and I'll click that install button on World and just start playing. Because World is, this game is so special. World is such a special game. I really like Wilds too, but World definitely kind of has an edge over it. It's a little more special, I think. When it could, I feel like a lot of that is nostalgia, which is, it is kind of funny using the word nostalgia for a game that came out in 2018. It was 2018, right? Wasn't it? Let me fact check that real quick. I'm pretty sure it was 2018. I just accidentally opened Spotify. Let me close that real quick. No, don't play music. Okay. I'm trying to look up when mods. I'm like 99.99% sure it was 2018. Yes. Yes, it was 2018. 2018, what a fucking year for video games, right? I just actually, I'm actually clicking so many things right now. It's not even funny. I'm clicking so many things. 2018 had so many fucking good games. Like, I could like go, like look it up and look at all the games that came out that year because there was a lot of really good stuff. But just off the bat, like, there's like at least 3 just huge, absolutely gigantic major games that came out that year. There's Monster Hunter World, fucking Marvel's Spider-Man, and then God of War 2018. Like, those 3 games are huge. Those are titans of the industry. And they all came out in 2018. What a fucking year for video games. Anyway, I will do some exploring in this world. Not a whole lot, because I'm pretty sure it is the entire ancient forest. Oh, you can see my little tail there. Wait, hold on, I think I can cut it off. Oh. Oh, wait, hold on, let me do that again. One and RATChat. There it is. I ain't got no tail. Here, let me show you some more animations real quick. We got eat rocks. I can eat some rocks. Get my jaw all lava fiery. What else is there? Arm control? Whoa. I think some of this is like only really for like VR stuff. Oh yeah, look, I can have a cute little hat. How cutesy. Very cute. I feel like this guy's gonna be a little awkward to get in the thumbnail, but maybe like this right here is good. Just this kind of like head on. That's probably good for the thumbnail. I'm so glad the mouth moves on this model. That really makes me happy. Oh, look at that belly. Look at that big old belly. The design of this monster is so good. Anyway, yeah, we'll see. Stay tuned, I guess. See if I start playing Monster Hunter World next week. It very well could happen. It very well could happen. I remember wanting to play an older Monster Hunter before I hopped in the world on the channel, because I wanted to go back and revisit my very first Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter Freedom 2, which I think there's a map in VR chat. I was for Freedom, Monster Hunter Freedom. Like, I think it's like the first map you go to. Anyway, yeah, I definitely thought about playing that on the channel and doing it before I do World, but I think I don't know. I definitely don't think I'm going to wait to play that first. I don't really see, there's not really a reason to do that. I might eventually play that. I did play a little bit of that, like a year, honestly, at this point, it might have been a couple of years ago. It was like when I first started really getting into emulating a couple of years ago, and I played like a few hours of Freedom 2, and it was really fun. I don't know. We'll see about that. Who knows? That's kind of more forward thinking. I might eventually do a playthrough of that, but probably not anytime soon. Hey, who knows? Who freaking knows? We have been playing Gamble with Your Friends. We played, I think, 2 sessions, I want to say. I think there was 2 sessions, but the second session was it was like only an hour, so that's gonna have to be tacked on to more Gamble with Your Friends footage. But the first session is gonna be its own video, which I will eventually get around to editing that. Maybe that'll come out this next week. Maybe. I don't know. We've been having fun with that game. The second session, I did get a little. There was a little bit of frustration, but it's overall it's a very fun game. The customization is really cool, all the cosmetics and stuff, and I really do want to like. I'm excited to like see more of the game because we have yet to like expand the casino and see like all the other additional types of games and stuff, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. Probably when one of us gets like super mega lucky and gets like a giant jackpot, because we've had some moments where we've gotten like a couple $1,000s and stuff, but nothing like huge, no like fucking 5-digit jackpots or anything like that. I'm sure it'll happen eventually though if we keep playing. Eventually. Let's do some exploration. I need to hold on, I need to turn on the mirror. Very interested to see how the mirror is gonna look. Let's see right now. Whoa. Okay, okay, this is weird. There's some clipping there going on. I don't think there's anything I can do to fix that. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I could zoom it in to where it's cut off, but I think I'll just have to deal with it. That's fine. Okay, then I need to maybe that's a little big. Like that. There we go. And then I just have to hide this, and then there we go. Also, yes, this this is my POV. This is where the camera is. Which I think if I maybe toggle this, it can be a little less in the way. Okay, yeah. Oh, but wait, the mirror cam is weird. Okay, well no, it's kind of weird. No. What the fuck is happening? Hey. I think I just need to not do the face mirror, actually. Let's just not do that. This is what you get. I could, you know, maybe I should do something with the camera, actually. Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna set up my own, like, third-person camera. Let's see. Turn off the focus. Oh my god, we got a bunch of, like, sweet treats from one of the churches that my parents go to like, they give away food and stuff. Anchor local. Yeah, we got like 2 bags of donuts and a bunch of like pastries and cookies, and there's a bunch of cool shit. And a bunch of bread too, which is like every time we get bread from one of these places, it's like I feel like I need to eat it all so quick before it goes bad, you know? But then it's like I'm eating so much bread. Okay, how's this? I feel like that's kind of the same. You know, let's go out even more. Maybe something like this. There we go. There we go. This is what we're doing. Okay. This is it. All right, let's go this way. Also wait, would it look better if I did this? I guess there's more kind of movement. It's kind of cooler. Sure, I'll do this. This is like the over here. There's I feel like this is different. This looks a little off. I wonder if maybe it's just like, I can't tell if this is like wrong or if this is maybe an early version. Because did they change the tree here in the game? I think they might have. I know there's a tree here that has like a net thing that you can trap a monster in, but I can't. That might have been something they added, like an ice board or something, maybe. Honestly, don't remember. It's been a long time. Yeah, there's the beach down there. You could find the is it Kestodons? It might be. I think it's Kestodons, the small monsters that you can find down there. You can do some fishing too. I never did a whole lot of fishing in world. They definitely upped the fishing in wilds. It's a lot more fun in wilds, a little more interactive and robust, I guess. The good old the tall grass over here. You can crouch down and hide from a passing Anjanath that you're not trying to hunt right now. There's a little area over here. You can find some good mining materials. Yeah, let's go through here. Look at the pop in is crazy. Beautiful. What a sight to see. Well, I got some there's a little some lag there, frame drops. This is, in my opinion, the Ancient Forest is one of the best video game levels of all time. I would even say top 10. It's just the design of the Ancient Forest is so intricate and perfect. Like the way it's like the momentum that you get just from exploring, and the verticality of it too. Because you can go even lower than the base level here, and then you can go all the way up into the fucking trees up there. It's like, it's magical. It's cool because it's so magical while being so kind of grounded at the same time. Which I just realized my camera obviously doesn't move when I move my head up. That's fine. And there's just so many, there's a lot of variety to this map. Lots of cool like stages where you can fight monsters. Like the very top part here. Actually, hold on. Let me do something real quick. I'm gonna respawn. This is restart. I want to go up to the very top. Is this the right one? I can't tell what I'm selecting. Okay. Is this, where am I? I've gone to the wrong one. Okay, hold on. God, it's been a long time. I think I know what, do I know what this one is? But can I not teleport this? Where's this? Okay, this is it. Yes, okay, so this is the very tippy top of the tree. This is where you go over here, down here, and then up through here. God, this place is so, like, it kind of feels like home, you know? Even though I don't remember every single little thing. Oh, is it gonna let me go through here? Uh-oh. Oh, let me in. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is the Rathalos nest. Oh, this is broken open. That's cool. So there's a wall here usually, and if you get the monster, usually Rathalos. You can fight other monsters up here too, but usually Rathalos. If you get the monster to break the wall here, there's a bunch of water that will flood out, and it will trap the Rathalos. It'll trap the monster, and it will slide down here and fall right here, and then you can jump off of this cliff and do a falling attack from like 100 feet. Let me see. Let me jump off? Yeah, look at this shit. Whee! Look at that fall. And then if you line it up perfectly, because when the monster falls, it lands right here. If you line it up perfectly, you can do just the longest falling attack and just land a hit on the monster, and it's one of the most satisfying things that you could possibly do in a video game. Let me look at this view you get right there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I really love this map. it's definitely my like top 3 Monster Hunter maps for sure. And it's iconic, memorable, beautiful, and it's iconic, legendary, in my opinion. This is one of the coolest. This map in itself is one of the coolest things that have in video games at all, in general. I think so. I'm gonna go over here. Maybe just set up over here, see if there's some good lighting over here. It's very dim here. The sun's not really hitting, but see, it looks like it's dim here too. I don't think the light's changing at all. This is usually where you would fight, like the Pookie, which I think it's technically Puke or something like that, but you know, funnier to call it Pookie. Sometimes you could fight an Anjanath here, but the Pookie's nest is up there. You can go this way. God, I really want to play this game again. When I do play this game on the channel, I don't know if I'm going to like, I don't know what I'm going to do for the weapon. Like if I should pick a weapon and just stick with that through the whole playthrough, or if I should just kind of do whatever I want. You know, like whatever I'm feeling at any given moment kind of thing. Who knows? I guess I'll just wing it. It would be kind of cool though to like pick weapon and stick with it. But maybe I could do that, but not like one weapon through the entire playthrough. Like maybe I could kind of segment out the playthrough with different weapons. We'll see. I might also just kind of go in with like, you know, good old greatsword or something like that. I want to go over here. God. Just imagining all the monster hunts I've had here. Some good Anjanath fights, some good Nargacuga fights here. Crazy stuff. Alright, let me world. Come back over here. Hey, how's it going? Hi, how are you? Man, it's beautiful. I think this is just so beautiful. It's even more beautiful, you know, in the actual Monster Hunter game. Even more beautiful, if you could believe it. Trying to get a good, where should I be? Should I be right in the center? No, I feel like I should be off center like this. Try to get some good vibes, you know, get a good angle. Like, there we go. Whoa, hey now. Yeah. There we go. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, these I actually have a bowl of sweet treats here with me that I didn't finish before I started recording, because I am recording this very late. It's currently 4:47 p.m. I'm definitely cutting it a little close. This actually might be a shorter RATChat because my parents are at the house right now boxing up some smaller stuff. Once they get back and then they're ready to go back over there, I am going to join them and help them with some of the bigger stuff, and get some of my stuff, because I still have a few things in my room over there that I need to bring back over here. Yeah, they're not going to be too much longer. My mom said like maybe an hour and a half, and that was like 30 minutes ago, or a little over 30 minutes ago, so I should probably kind of wrap this up somewhat soonish, to be honest, because I still have to edit it, which doesn't take long, and then render it, and then do the thumbnail and upload it, you know, the whole kind of editing process, the whole shebang. And then after I do that, I do need to I gotta move some boxes around in my room because I haven't touched a single box since I've been here. That's how lazy I've been. That's how tired and exhausted. I think it's just from the sickness that I had and then having to move a shit ton of boxes and a bunch of heavy furniture while being sick. That did a big toll on me. It really did. That took a lot of energy out of me. And clearly it like the more days that passed this week where I kept feeling the same, was like, damn, that really fucked me up. Which I was feeling it the second day. I think it was the second day of us moving boxes and furniture and stuff. My back was hurting so bad towards the end of the day, and I was like dragging my feet, like I'm pretty much limping, you know, trying to like get the work done. Like at one point I was like, am I okay? Am I gonna like pass out and die? I had a legit moment there for a second where I was like kind of concerned for my health and well-being. But obviously I pulled through and slept for a long time that night. But that took so much out of me. It was a lot. Man, we still got more stuff to do, and I gotta do some unpacking. Thankfully though, honestly, probably at least half of the boxes in my room are boxes that I don't have to unpack, because a lot of the stuff I have is kind of like storage things that we don't have storage room for, so they're just kind of in my room. So I don't have to do a shit ton of unboxing. A lot of the boxes I'm just gonna probably I need to make some room to get in my closet, and I can just shove some boxes in there and then rearrange some boxes, maybe move some boxes around, because basically I just need to make room for my dresser, because that's like the only really big thing left in my room. I have a dresser, and then I also have like a little 3-tiered plastic like clothes drawer thing. Like, I guess it's kind of technically, it's like, I don't know. It's like one of those, it's like a segmented thing. It's weird. It's honestly kind of shitty, and I don't like it, but I've had it for a long time, and it holds my clothes. It's something. But there's that, and then the dresser, which the dresser I have is honestly pretty small. It's like really old. And that too, funnily enough, I always say funnily, but that's not a word. Funny enough, the dresser that I have is almost exclusively storage as well. Like, all the drawers are packed full of just knickknacks and kind of like sentimental stuff, and just various collectibles and stuff that those drawers are just, it really is just kind of storage for small various things, whatever. But yeah, we need to get that over here, which that we're gonna do. Hopefully I don't kill my back again today, which honestly, I'm kind of afraid because my back's already kind of hurting, and we are gonna have to carry that dresser from the car all the way to the apartment. It's not huge. It's kind of small, and we are going to be like taking the drawers out and carrying them independently from the dresser, and then once the dresser's in my room, we can put the drawers back in. But I'm still kind of scared to carry that thing because I'm not fully recovered from last weekend. But it's gotta get done. God, moving is so... It's weird because I feel like I do kind of enjoy some aspects of moving. It's kind of... because it's exciting and fun, you know? And there's, you know, the sense of accomplishment, and I don't know, moving things can be kind of fun. But it is very physically taxing and kind of mentally taxing. Sometimes it can be stressful, you know? I don't know. I'm not done. Definitely not done moving in my life. I probably got a lot more moving days ahead of me in my life. Hopefully not too much, but definitely, definitely, definitely not done. A lot of people talk about how, they like kind of grew up moving like all the time, and I did move a decent bit growing up. Not as much as a lot of people I've heard a lot of people say, because a lot of people like they genuinely had to move like every single year of their childhood essentially. But I probably moved like maybe half a dozen, maybe a little more times, like from like being a young kid to like an older teenager. I probably moved around like 8 times maybe. I could probably count them out. Let me see, because there's a couple times though that we moved before I could remember anything. When I was too young to remember anything. When I was a little baby, I think we moved a couple times. So I think I don't really I can't probably get an exact number. I'd have to ask my mom. But I do, my earliest memories was from when we lived in an apartment. And before that, I think we lived in a couple different places. And then after the apartment, I think we moved in with my grandparents. Was that right after the apartment? I want to say it was. And then after that, we moved into a duplex. And then a couple years of being there, we moved into another duplex that was literally a block down the road from the first duplex that we lived at. And then we lived there for a few years. And that time in my life is so kind of weird and disjointed, because there's a lot of trauma that happened, and my trauma response has been to forget things. So my memory for a lot of things is very muddy, which also kind of affects how, like, I guess my perception of how long, like my perception of time in my memories is all fucked up and rearranged and messed up. Yeah, after that second duplex, that's when, towards the end of that, living there was when my parents got divorced. and then me and my mom moved in with my uncle. And I have a couple kind of significant memories, or I guess memories that stand out, like visually in my head, of the time that we were packing up and moving from that second duplex. And then after we lived there, honestly, I couldn't tell you how long we lived there with my uncle, because partly it feels like we lived there for a long time, but then it also feels really short. And I think it was I think it wasn't that long. I don't think it was a year that I lived there. But then at some point I moved in with my dad. Honestly, I don't even remember why. I think honestly, I think one of the big reasons, well, there's a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons that I kind of decided to move in with my dad was he definitely successfully, but I'm talking about my biological father, obviously. He successfully kind of bribed me, essentially, to move in with him, because whenever I like visited him when I was living with my mom there, I stayed at his apartment or whatever for a couple days or whatever. I was visiting him, and when I went over there, I probably went over there a couple times before I moved in with him. He would always buy me shit. He would take me out to dinner, to Chili's or whatever, We would go watch movies. He would buy me video games and other cool shit and whatever else. And he kind of successfully bribed me with gifts and money and whatever video games to move in with him. It like one of the biggest examples of that is once I did move in with him, I'm pretty sure it was very soon after, I'm pretty sure I moved in with him. I don't know, it might not have been like immediately after I moved in with him, but it was very soon after. He bought me a PS3. He bought me a PS3 with God of War 3. And that was obviously, you know, one of the coolest fucking things ever. So there for a little bit, I was like, oh, this is the fucking life. I'm living the life here. I got fucking PS3, I got God of War 3, he fucking takes me and watch the newest movies and buys me video games. But that quickly kind of stopped. You know, after living with him for a few months, he stopped buying me cool shit. And then, you know, stopped hanging out with me as much. And then living with him quickly became just absolute misery. And trauma, just more trauma, and it sucked and drained the life out of me. And, you know, he was living there as if it was making me a worse person. And we moved to a different place. We moved because we were living in an apartment, and we moved into a house. And then he forced me to go back to public school. He threw me into high school, and that was one of the worst experiences of my life. This really has turned into like a what was that YouTube trend? Draw My Life? Was that what it was? Is that what the YouTubers used to do? I think it was Draw My Life or something like that, where they would draw, like, have a dry erase board, and they would draw their whole like origin story kind of situation. I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. I didn't really intend for this to turn into that, but hey, here we are. You know, yeah, if I find something that I can latch onto and just start yapping about, I'm gonna latch onto it and start yapping about it. That's the show. Yeah, we moved into a house. He forced me to go into high school. It was one of the worst experiences of my entire life. I was bullied by most of the kids there and also the teachers. Not all the teachers. Some of the teachers were cool, but several of the teachers were just straight up bullies and singled me out and picked on me. It, you know, treated me unfairly and differently from the other kids for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. I guess I'm an easy target. I don't know. Or I was. I probably still am. Anyway. That's another kind of part of my life that feels like it was lasted a decade, but I think I was only in that high school for, it had to have been like less than 3 months. I didn't make it a whole semester, that's for sure. Before me and my biological father had we had a big fight, and he said some very hurtful things to me, and then like just walked away from me and shut himself in his room. And I was like, hey, yeah, that's enough. I'm done with this bullshit. So I moved back in with my mom. And I think that day, like, I was spending some time with my mom for a couple days. And then when I came back, like my mom and my stepdad had dropped me off. And it was like right after they dropped me off, maybe an hour after that, we had that argument. And then after that I like called my mom. I think they might have still been on their way back to their house when I called her, or they had like just got back home or something like that. When I called, I was like, hey, can you I don't want to live here anymore. Can you come pick me up? And no hesitation, she was like, yep, on the way. and they came and picked me up. I put some of my belongings in a box, a single box. I think I had a backpack. I put some of my clothes and stuff in my backpack and some of my other belongings in a small box. And my mom and my stepdad came and picked me up and took me back to their place. I did eventually, obviously go back for some of my other things. But yeah. And then I've been living with my parents since. I've been living with my mom and my stepdad since. We've moved because when that happened, when I moved out of my biological dad's and moved back in with my mom, they were living with my grandparents, and then my stepdad, I think he retired because he was working at the post office, I believe. And he retired and got, obviously he got like a bunch of retirement money, and with that money he bought a house, and we lived in that house for I think it was 12 or 13 years. I think it was 13 years. We lived there for 13 years, and then that's where then we moved into another house a couple years ago, and now we're here in this apartment. I haven't been counting how many times. Honestly, I think I just gone through most of the times I moved, but I haven't been counting. It had to have been something like 8. Let's see, hold on. The original apartment is the house, duplex, the house, apartment, house, duplex, house. And then this apartment. Okay, so that's 11, but then there's a couple times that we moved when I was a kid. So I guess like 13 times? 12 to 14 times I have moved in my life. And I am 29 years old. I wonder if that's like above average. It has to be above average, right? I feel like that has to be. I feel like that's kind of a high number. I don't know though. It has to be. It has to be at least above average. Anyway, what a topic. I really did not expect to go on about that. It was crazy. There really is so much of my childhood I could talk about. There's a lot there, even though I have, like I said, I have kind of forgotten a lot of things. But there's a lot of things I remember. Did the music stop? I think the music stopped. Oh yeah, it did. I think it stopped only a couple minutes ago. Well, I think that's as good of a time as any to stop the episode, wrap up the show. Yeah, Monster Hunter. It I still remember playing Monster Hunter on the PSP, Monster Hunter Freedom 2 on the PSP at my friend's house. I think there's 3 of us. We were sitting in one of their like empty room on the floor. We each like had a different wall in the room. We were just playing Monster Hunter. Good memory. I definitely remember a lot of the good memories within the bad times of my life. A lot of the good has been kept in my mind more so than the bad stuff, thankfully. But yeah, I really do love Monster Hunter. I would call myself a Monster Hunter fan, and I obviously did play Monster Hunter Freedom 2 like back in the day. But after that, like after Freedom 2, I didn't like keep playing Monster Hunter. Like I didn't, you know, I didn't get a 3DS and play or a DS and 3DS and play those Monster Hunter games. It wasn't until World that I played Monster Hunter again. And that World really was such a... World came out in a good time. 2018 was a good year for a bunch of really fucking cool games to come out for me. You know, it was a time where like I could get new games, and definitely helped me get through some stress and, you know, anxieties of my life at the time. God, I love Monster Hunter. I will be playing it soon. I can't guarantee that I'll play World this next week, but I might. And I want to. I'll say that. I want to. We'll see if I do. I might just play more Isaac. It might just be another Isaac week, but hey, maybe I'll play some Monster Hunter World and it'll be fun. I don't know how I'm going to do those episodes though. Christopher's playing Gamble with your friends. Well, I guess he got the game. Are they playing? Because I know... Wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh, Courtney's camera's off. Oh, thank God that doesn't pop up. But yeah, the roomies are playing some games, and they obviously invited me to play, but unfortunately I can't really play today. But it looks like they're playing Gamble with Your Friends, which is... That makes me happy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're playing. The three of them. Dobumis. God, I am very excited. I'm glad Christopher got it. It'll be fun to play. All of us to play that. It's gonna be so chaotic. Very good game. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna end this video. I keep yapping and I'm gonna keep yapping. Expect more Isaac, because it's a mainstay on the channel. It's gonna remain a mainstay. It's just, like it or not, it's here to stay. Expect more Isaac. Expect some Gamble with Your Friends soon. Maybe this next week, maybe the week after, and then maybe expect some Monster Hunter. I don't know. Maybe I'll start hunting some monsters. We'll see. You'll have to subscribe and stay tuned to find out. So I'm gonna let you go. I didn't explore this whole world, but if you want to explore it, once again, it is MHW Ancient Forest Heavy Work in Progress by Ark, the one and only. Go check it out. And also just go check out Monster Hunter. Let's see, how much is Monster Hunter World right now? It's Monster Hunter World is $30 base game. I think that's definitely worth it, even though it is an 8-year-old game. But Monster Hunter does go on sale like somewhat frequently, and the summer sale's coming up. So if you're interested in Monster Hunter, summer sale's coming up. Monster Hunter World is a very good entry point into the series. It is very different from like all the games previous to it. Well, not very different, but it's quite different. But I still think it is the best entry point into Monster Hunter. Like it's very easy to learn, and it's very easy to fall in love with. And if you fall in love with Monster Hunter, then it's very easy for you to put up with kind of some of the older control of the older games, because it can be kind of jarring. But if you've already fallen in love with Monster Hunter, then it's easy to get past that. So check it out. It'll probably go on sale this summer. It's definitely worth giving it a shot. I'm gonna go. I keep fucking talking. I need to pack some boxes and get ready to go pack some more boxes. So if you, viewer, you right there, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, leave a comment, check the description, go to the channel. I upload every single flipping day. Here, let me get a cool little animation for you. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for more, everybody, and I will see you later.